Hi, I'm Yiran Xing. Today I'm gonna to show how to solve the two problems from the mini case 5 as my group project. And first we say the requirements from the first question here. We need to set up an appropriate regression model and also point out which independent variable is the most significant and which one is the least significant, and also write down the hypothesis. So we do like this. First, open our data set of the minikits 5 here, and because we have the 3 variables here, so we choose the pH state, regression, and multiple regressions here. We choose our Y column, and because we have the 3 X variables, and also click the ANOVA and write down a title like multiple regression, then click OK. So we can have the outcome of our Excel. Because we need to pass our output of the Excel on the document, on Word document. So we need to change a little bit of our Excel form, do like this. So we can save some space. And then to copy all of them. We drag it to the left a little bit in order to put our outcome at the middle of our document. And then we have the estimated regression model. So our estimated regression model is we use the coefficients from here. Okay, in order to distinguish the 3 different independent variables, so we do like this. And in order to save the time, actually I did the video record for several times, but each time when I want to type in all the words, alphabets, equations at the same time, it will cost a lot of time. So I just to copy it from my assignment, which has already finished. From here, they're totally the same. Okay, I just want to show how I solve the problems from here. And the next we can make the hypothesis. The hypothesis for testing the X1 is, okay, I'll just show, okay. The hypothesis for testing the significance of X1 is, I just do it once in order to show how I write down the hypothesis. It is a little complicated, and I did a little tricky. I use a Sogo typing software. We can change our word style at the end. Okay. at the end of when we solved all the problems. So we just copy it, do a little bit copy. Also use. So I don't need to find where is a special signal, special math signal. Then we change the word style to choose Times New Roman here. And we can see the t-test for the x1 numerical font type has a p-value equal to 0.4246, and which is also the largest one among the two independent variables, which means it is first it means the test is insignificant because it's larger than 10%. And then it is also the largest one, the p-value, which means the x1 has a least significant effect on y. Okay, in order to save our time, just also copy from my assignment, so we don't need to tap it again. Actually, I tap it for several times in order to finish my video. And we do the same way, like we have 3 independent variables, so we do it for 3 times and change a little bit is okay. And then hypothesis for testing the significance for x2 is here, change to 1 to 2, change to 1 to 2 is okay. The test for variables x2, the x2 from here we can see is a expense ratio, so just passed to here, has a p-value equal to 0.0636, 0.0636, which is smaller than 10%. So the test is significant. Indicates x2 has a significant effect on y. So we finish the Okay, in order to save our time, because I just to pass them, change the explanation in the wrong place, so I just to copy it from my assignment before of our analysis. Because we have the several hypotheses, so it is very easy to confuse. So you also need to be very careful. Also change a little bit. Hypothesis 3. The t-test for variable x3 safety rating has a p-value equal to 0.0026, 0.0026, which is smaller than 10%, actually smaller than 5%. We could see like this. The test is significant, and we can see it is also the smallest one, the p-value among the three independent variables. So we could say the test is, it is also the smallest p-value among the three x variables. We change a little bit, implies, because you need to change your language a little bit in order to not make them look like the same. Okay, does this implies that x3 has the least, has the most significant effect on y? So we don't need to say. After you finish all the problems, I mean the hypothesis, you really need to check them very carefully in order to make some stupid mistakes, kind of the x1 to x3 like this. The smallest, the most significant, has the least significance. Okay, so finish. And our second questions from here is actually is totally like the same. For this question, I only need to use significant variables in the question 1 and also give some comments on the new models. So we do like this. Here is our data. Actually the same way, multiple regression, choose our y column and 2x, because we don't need the x1 this time, so only choose x2 and x3. From here, the title, because we need to make a comparison, so only to write this multiple regression tool here and then click OK. So we have our outcome. Do it the same way. We need to minus our form a little bit, the width of our form a little bit, in order to save some space. Then copy it. Oh, sorry. So we have our multiple regression here. Okay, let's do like this to separate the pages and then to copy it. Copy it again. Also drag them at the middle of our document in order to, I mean, you need to put all the data inside our documents, inside our pages. And And then we can make our comparisons. First, we need to write down our new estimated model is also, in order to save the time, I just copy from my assignment before. It's totally the same actually. Okay, let's do like this. You can also write like this one as a x1 and this one as a x2, but in order to easier compare the two models, so I also use their old signal. I mean, this is a x2, it also means expense ratio, and x3 also means safety rating. Ooh. Something wrong. You know, when you want to pass some outcome, it is very difficult because there's always some difficulty in the math system, and you need to learn how to solve this problem. Oh, it is very stupid. So let's do like, sorry. Let's do it again. Just oh, it is. Is something wrong with Mac system? You usually have a lots of problems when you want to paste something. So let's do like this. It is difficult. It is difficult to solve the problems. So let's tap it. Y is equal to 0.1729 adds a So finally we finished this. It is so stupid for the Mac system actually. Yeah, I have faced lots of problems before. Just you cannot do. Okay, so our new estimated regression is from here Let me see if we can drag it. Okay, yes, we can drag it. Okay, we finished this problem. We solved these problems, and then we can make a conclusion. Conclusions. Actually, we need to compare the two different models. And we can see from the Excel output above, the t-test here for the two independent variables, all the p-values is lower than 10%, which means all x variables have significant effect on our y, which is a mutual fund performance. And the second, we need to compare the R square from the old and the new models. The R square in the multiple regression tool has 0.6467, and in the old one we have R square equal to 0.6609. The old model's R square actually is a little bit lower than the old ones, but it's not too much lower, it's just a little bit. And third, we need to compare their f-test. This one, the old one is a 0.0005, and the new model has a 0.0001, which is lower than the old ones. And they're also actual, of course, they're all lower than 10%, but the new model has a lower f-test p-value. So implying the new multiple regression model can be considered to fit the data better than the old one in the question 1. That's all. Thank you.